everybody, it is Friday. So today I'm doing my Friday reviews and I have 3 films to talk about. I'm really excited for today's films that I have to talk about with you. So I will just let you know, we will be talking about Despicable Me 3, Your Name, and The Mummy. So both of these two came out on Monday, so I'm really happy I watched them both this week. But we're going in the order that I watched them. So first of all, we have Despicable Me 3. Okay, so if you guys know me, you know I love Despicable Me, the first film. I think it's fantastic. It's one of my favourite films. It's one of my favourite animations. I just love the characters. I thought it was so clever and unique when it first came out, and I just completely fell in love with it. My favourite character is Agnes. I love the girls. I love the girls and Gru's father-daughter relationship. I just think it's so cute, and to see it grow and develop throughout the films, it's adorable. I like the Minions. They're not my favourite part of the films, but I don't mind them, I like them. And the second movie I did really quite enjoy, but I can't remember 100% what I thought of it. I really like the end scene. I think the end scene of the second film is really good. And then there's, some parts throughout it that I really, really like, but I didn't really like the purple Minions. But I can't remember what I gave it, so I need to rewatch the second film. Now this third film, I thought was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I really liked our villain. He's obsessed with the 80s, so it's got lots of 80s references, 80s music. I thought that was really, really fun. I loved seeing the 3 girls, and now obviously Gru is with Lucy, and Lucy was such a great addition to the films. I think she's a really fantastic character, and she kind of doesn't take away from that kind of father-daughter connection between Gru and the kids, but it's got a really nice kind of building up the mother relationship between them all, which I thought was really, really cute, and that's kind of worked on in this film. I do think that the kids didn't really have much of a storyline going on here, bar Agnes, which I guess they can tell is our favourite. Agnes is something so heartbreaking in this film, and I can't get over it, so that just was like, what? I felt like the Minions weren't, the Minions were in it, but they kind of weren't with Gru. It was kind of weird. And where was Bob? I love Bob from the Minions movie. I can't remember if he's in the other Despicable Me films, but I wanted like kind of our familiar faced Minions, and they weren't really in this, and I missed them. However, I mean you can see from this front cover, they go to prison, and I loved the Minion prison scenes. They were brilliant and fantastic, and I was like, yes, I love this. So I loved the villain, I loved all the kind of connections with everybody, and I loved the Minions when they were in prison. I also really quite liked Gru's brother, his twin brother True. I thought he was going to really annoy me, and I thought he was going to be something completely different than he was, and I actually ended up liking it. I don't usually like it when they do that thing in films where they're like, oh, you have a long lost twin, unless like it's the Parent Trap, which you knew that going in, but like, you know, when they bring it in like in sequels just to have something, I don't usually like that, but in this one I think they did it differently. I ended up really liking Drew, so you know, I quite liked that. I was happy with it. It went well. I was kind of worried about that, but it worked out. So I gave this one 4.5 stars. I really did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to watching it again. Yeah, I don't have too much else to say about it. I think Edith, who's one of the little girls, the middle one, she didn't have much to say. They don't give her many lines. I thought it was really sad. She's never really had a lot to say or a lot going on, but in this one she seemed to just have like none at all. I thought it was really sad. But yeah, really like Lucy. I hope that's her name. Yeah, Lucy. Really like Lucy. Really enjoy these films. If they continue on with them, that's fine. I'll be happy. I will continue watching them. I think they've kind of kept at a level. They've not massively decreased. I think they've kept kind of interesting stories, and I don't know which one I prefer between this one and the second one. I might prefer this one, but I need to rewatch the second one. But I absolutely love the end of the second one, so I just don't know. So I gave it 4.5. Enjoyed it. I'll watch it again soon. But again, obviously, it's not going to top the first one. But I definitely always like the Despicable Me films over the Minion one because I just love Gru and the girls, so yes. Okay, the next film was Your Name. Okay, so this film was on I've got a list on Amazon. It's a private list, so don't try and sneak a look at it for getting hints on Monday Movie Hunting. It's a list where I put films, DVDs, Blu-rays, of all the things that are coming up that I want to pick up. Does that make sense? At the times when they don't have dates, and then I check my list to see if anything's got on a date yet, like each week. And now Amazon has the thing where it tells you when you put the thing in the list. I put this movie in my list of films to watch that are coming out in January this year. Okay, so I put it in my list then, I didn't get a date for ages. But you know, I wasn't in a rush for it. I'd seen a little snip of the trailer. I thought it looked kind of like to me, it looked like kind of cute little romance type of thing. And that's kind of what I thought it was, like an anime, teenage, romance. That's literally what I kind of thought it was about. And I thought, yeah, I'll enjoy that. I've always loved the Studio Ghibli films, so I've always kind of been looking for something similar. But I never go too far out of anime. There's certain animes I'm like, not really quite for me. I have to have like a certain, I don't know, I'm in a certain category with animes. Anyway, but this one looked like it was up my street. Looked like I enjoyed it, heard some good things about it. And that's kind of all I knew. And then obviously, there was a piece of fluff floating around. I just batted it away. You wondered what I was doing. And then, you know, it got a date and I was like, oh, I'm excited. And it was funny because in September, I had been watching a lot more Studio Ghibli films, and I'd been watching some I hadn't seen before, I'd been rewatching some, etc. So that kind of got me more hyped up for this, and then it got a date, and it was kind of close to all that time when I've been watching the other animes, and so yeah, I was like, oh, I'm really excited about it. So, you know, there we go, I went and picked it up. I watched this after I watched Despicable Me 3, because I thought, yes, need to watch Despicable Me 3 first. This one I was very excited about. This one, you know, I was quite excited about, but I wouldn't have been in a rush to watch it. Anyway, put it on, I thought, yeah, I'm enjoying this. And then it got really fun, and I was like, oh, I'm loving this, it's great, it's fun. Also, I think, I would just like to say, I think it really added to my experience. I watched this with the Japanese songs. Okay, so I watched it in English dubbed. I know some people don't like that, but I don't know, I just do it. So watch this with the English dub, but with Japanese songs. So you can either watch it in English dub with English songs, or English dub with Japanese songs, or obviously Japanese with English subtitles and Japanese songs. I watched it English dub, Japanese songs, and I loved it with the Japanese songs. I loved those Japanese songs, they were fantastic. I think had I watched it with the English songs, it wouldn't have hit quite as hard. So I 100% recommend, please watch it with the Japanese songs, they're fantastic. I have been listening to that soundtrack over and over and over since watching this. Anyway, so you know, put it on with the Japanese music, and I was kind of getting really into it. Some really fun, catchy songs in there as well. I was enjoying myself a lot. I thought, I'm really enjoying this. And that was kind of, you know, halfway through or a bit before, it's kind of where I was at. I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a great time watching it. And then the movie becomes this incredible thing where it becomes one of the best things I've ever seen. So it goes from just really enjoying it, having a great time watching this film, to being so amazing as a film and as a plot and as the characters develop. It just becomes something completely different, and it became one of the best films I've ever seen. I finished this film completely shocked and surprised and with all the emotions, and I felt like I hadn't done that for so long. And it's always amazing when a film can hit you so hard that you just kind of can't do anything else straight after. Like, you just continue to think about this film, and straight afterwards, like I say, I looked up the songs, I was finding the songs from the film, and I just thought, this is amazing. I love this. Everybody must see this. I think it's just so good. I definitely think it's worth seeing. I think it's just, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not really going to say much about this, but this is honestly might be my favourite film that I've watched this year. If not, I think it is. I'm going to watch it again in the next couple of weeks, but I'm pretty sure this is the best film I've seen this year. It's really not. There's one other film that I loved so much, but this one, it's pretty much going to be this one. But obviously I'll be doing a top 10 at the end of the year. But this was just, it blew me away, it blew my mind, it was incredible. The story was amazing and fantastic, the animation was beautiful, like, really beautiful. This probably is it's probably my favourite anime film. So that's like, I love the Studio Ghibli films, and some of them I love so much. But I think I prefer this than over all of them. I think this is just incredible, and I can't wait to see more from this director. It was amazing. Please watch this film, and definitely watch it with the Japanese songs. Whichever language you decide to watch it in, just go with the Japanese songs. But yeah, it was beautiful, it was incredible, and I just really hope that you'll all watch this one, because it was the best. That's Your Name. So that was just, I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it. I honestly thought it was incredible. And then finally we come to The Mummy with Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's what it says in here, Mummy, Tom Cruise. Okay, so I feel like maybe I misinterpreted the film. But on the cover here, there's some like pyramids and people riding like horses in Egypt. On the back, it looks a bit Egypty, like it looked Egypty to me. And it's called The Mummy. I thought this film was going to be in Egypt. This film was not. it was nothing in Egypt. It was all in modern day, and I was like, oh, so that was my first kind of disappointment. I was like, this isn't what I was thinking it was going to be. I've seen the original Mummy films, but I definitely decided to like separate them. I wasn't going to compare them. I nearly rewatched them before this, and I thought, no, I can't do that to myself because then I'll just hate this. So I haven't rewatched them for a while. I am going to rewatch them soon. So yeah, I kind of went into this thinking it was its own thing, going on with it its own thing. Plus, as well, Universal. Is it Universal? Yes, Universal. What is this dark universe thing? Psh, dark universe? It comes up at the beginning. It goes Universal, dark universe. And then I saw something about them trying to build like some, I don't know. I was like, oh, this is not a good idea. Anyway, so this is about the mummy. Well, this is, I mean, okay, I gave this film 2.5 stars. We should probably start there. It's not the worst film that I've seen this year. I'll tell you why. The reason why it's not the worst film I've seen this year is because I was quite tired when I watched this and it was pretty late. And I found myself being able to just really relax, not pay any much attention. Like, I still knew 100% what was going on without having to real focus. And I always think it's not necessarily a good thing, but in a movie like this, usually in a good movie like this, you've kind of got to think, right, okay, this is here, and this person's trying to do this, and if you don't pay attention for a second, I might be like, wait, what were they trying to do, and where are they now? That doesn't happen in this film. You can just relax, take it easy, you're going to know what's going to be going on. So, you know, whether that's a plus or a negative, I'm not sure, but at the time, it felt a bit like a plus. And, okay, my favourite part of the film, Nick from New Girl is in this, and he was fantastic. I love him. I feel like some people won't like him in this film and they might find him annoying, but because I love his character in New Girl so much, like he's my favourite character in New Girl, I love him like so much, it was just such a treat to see him in this. He wasn't in it a massive amount. Had he have just been in it the whole time, I might have given this a better rating because I loved him. And the beginning, I was really loving him, and I loved when they, at the beginning of the film, they kind of go into this tomb thing, and I thought that was cool. I was like, oh yeah, Nick's there, I'm going to enjoy it. Also, just a note, Tom Cruise's character is called Nick in this film, which was confusing because Nick from New Girl, kind of often in New Girl, references himself in third person. If you see it, you know what I mean, you'd be like, oh, Nick, da-da. And he speaks to Nick, and it sounds like he's speaking to, it's just funny. It sounds like he's like speaking to himself, and I just couldn't get over that. But I loved it either way. But yes, I loved his character, and he definitely kind of made the film better for me and more enjoyable, and kind of, I kept wanting to watch it for him. Russell Crowe is in this film. I didn't know that. And I like Russell Crowe, and I did not like him in this film. I just was like, oh, he was just not good. Like, I don't know, his character, I don't know why he was there. I don't get the connection. I was really confused. I was like, not because I wasn't paying attention, just because it was confusing. Like, what was the connection there? I just didn't get it. So overall, this film was just very average, and I felt like it felt old. Like, it didn't feel new. Tom Cruise was kind of I don't mind Tom Cruise, actually. I really liked Mission Impossible 5. I've liked some of his older stuff. I liked Jack Reacher, the first one. Didn't like the second one. But in this, he was just, I don't know, I couldn't get on board with him. It didn't feel great. I don't know. So that's The Mummy. Let me know if you've seen The Mummy. I mean, I wouldn't, like, I'm not, okay, I gave this 2.5 stars. I've gave some other films 2.5 stars this year, and I don't want to watch them again. However, if someone said to me, please, can we watch The Mummy? I'd be like, yeah, okay, like, I could just watch it. I'm not bothered about it. Like, I don't hate the film. I don't regret owning the film. And I'm not just going to go ahead and get rid of it straight away. Because I really liked Nick in New Girl in it. He was funny. I liked him. I love seeing him in anything, so I'd always have watched it at some point. So I suppose I don't regret watching it either. So, you know, I gave it a low rating, but it was okay-ish to watch, possibly. Anyway, so that's The Mummy. But I feel like as well, I watched it after watching Your Name, so, you know, Your Name was like the best thing I've seen, and then I watch The Mummy. So that was kind of a questionable decision. But yes, definitely watch Your Name. I feel like you will have heard of Despicable Me 3, or you will have seen it, sorry, you will have seen The Mummy, or you will have decided not to because you thought it might be rubbish. But you might have heard of Your Name, but you might not have seen it yet, and I just 100% recommend this one. It was the best film of the whole bunch, and probably the best film of the year, so check this one out. Let me know your thoughts on these films down in the comments below. Let me know if you enjoy Friday reviews, and thumbs up if you do. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!